most venerable of these landmarks is the Bradbury Building at 3rd and Broadway, dating from 1893. It was discovered by architectural historian Esther McCoy in 1953. She claimed architect George Herbert Wyman had been inspired by Edward Bellamy's utopian vision of a socialist architecture in the year 2000. A vast hall full of light, received not alone from the windows on all sides, but from the dome. But the movies discovered the Bradbury Building before the architectural historians did. The earliest appearance I know came in 1943. In China Girl, it played the Hotel Royale in Mandalay, Burma. The following year, in the White Cliffs of Dover, it played a London military hospital overflowing with wounded soldiers.
Ward 4.
Its first indelible role was in DOA. Fatally poisoned by a luminous toxin slipped into his drink at a jazz club, Frank Bigelow has one day before dying to track down his killer. And he finds him at the Phillips Import-Export Company, room 427. The Bradbury Building was again the site of a bizarre revenge killing an indestructible man. This time, an executed convict, brought back to life and given superhuman strength by a scientific experiment gone awry, hunts the 3 sleazy hoodlums who set him up to take the fall. In Marlowe, the mayhem was less lethal. Here, the Bradbury Building houses Philip Marlowe's office, which Raymond Chandler had located in a shabby building on Hollywood Boulevard.
Mr. Marlowe?
Yes? What can I do for you?
The Bradbury Building had become just another cliché in a film of clichés, the most misanthropic of all the Marlowe movies. Screenwriter Hampton Fancher and director Ridley Scott disagreed about employing the Bradbury Building as a location for Blade Runner. Fancher argued it was too familiar, overdone. Scott responded, "Not the way I'll do it." He gave the building a new, more elaborate facade through matte-work, and he turned the interior atrium into a picturesque ruin. After a long overdue restoration in the early 90s, it went upscale. In Murder in the First, a period movie set in 1941, it housed the offices of a prosperous San Francisco lawyer. And in Wolf, the office of a prominent New York publishing firm. Now it has found a use that seems consonant with its career in the movies.